Hi, this is Susan from Grumpy Goat Fine Yarn. I'm going to do this as my introductory video. I'm going to tell you how I started the shop, a little bit about me, and so let's begin. I am the owner of Grumpy Goat Fine Yarn. I'm the manager. I'm the employee. I'm all of it. I wish I had more people working with me, but it's just me. Anyway, I learned how to knit and crochet by my mother when I was about 12, somewhere around that. But then I went on with my life, And when I was 48, I had a medical leave for almost a year. I was home on medical leave. And I had an old friend of mine who found out I was home on leave. She called me and she said, well, don't you know how to knit or crochet? And I was like, maybe. And so since then, I started knitting and crocheting nonstop. I'm not one to sit and watch TV. I can't just sit there. I have to be doing something at all times. So then I found there was a beautiful shop a little bit up the road from where I live, and she started selling my knitting and crocheting items. So then I really started doing it more and more. And then I ended up retiring probably 5 or 6 years ago. I retired from my job of 30 years as a research and development chemist. And even though my master's is in psychology, but they kind of go together, So I decided I was going to open a yarn shop because there's no yarn in the area. There used to be years ago in Milford, Pennsylvania, a yarn shop, but she's been closed for quite a while. So as I was planning on opening a yarn shop, I was trying to think of the name. I wanted something that people would kind of make them smile and that they would remember. So I found out that the Welsh military, their mascot is a cashmere goat. And his name was, or is, Lance Corporal William Windsor. And of course he leads the parade. And during one of the Queen's birthdays, they said they were pretty sure there was probably a female goat in the area because he misbehaved really bad. He was butt-heading everybody. So he was demoted for 6 months. So, cashmere is the top of the line yarn for all of us. So that's why I thought a grumpy goat kind of fits. So then I went around. I'm located in Port Jervis, New York, which is the historical downtown part of Port Jervis. And I asked around, I said, I need a logo, so I need an artist. So I took my picture and I went to who they told me, who is Sean at the tattoo shop called The Shop. And of course, he did my logo like that. So that was from Sean. It fits. And let's see, what else can I tell you? I'm located, the address is 78 Front Street. But the building is really no longer on Front Street. So if you're trying to get to my shop through GPS and it doesn't quite show up, I tell everybody, if you're in downtown Port Jervis, look up and see the great big church steeple. And I'm right in front of the church. It's called St. Mary's. I really enjoy it, having the shop. I tell everybody I'm not making a living, really, but I really enjoy it. It's my whole social life. I enjoy all these people I'm meeting. I work with them. And all of us have a stash at home of yarn that we knit and crochet with. But I got a whole yarn shop now. So this is a lot of fun for me because if I find a beautiful pattern, I can just walk through the whole shop thinking, what do I want? So it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to start doing videos because I've had a couple of my customers tell me you have to start videoing, which I'm not good. I know I look lousy in front of a camera, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm at the age where I'm very proud of my gray hair and wrinkles. I'm very proud of all of it. So I'm going to try maybe once a week to do a video. I'll be on YouTube. I'm going to put it on TikTok. I'm going to do tutorials and put them on my website, which is www.grumpygoatfineyarn.com. So go on there if you have any questions or you see anything that needs to be changed or that wasn't so good, just call me and let me know. I'm open to all suggestions. And I have a couple of customers that do very interesting projects. And I've already asked several of them if they'll go on these videos with me. So hopefully, like once a week, you'll see a new little video showing projects, or, I mean, I got my own projects. Right now, I'm working on a little project from the patterns in German. I don't speak German, so I'm just translating it and playing around. I'll do all the videos and see if it works, and then I'll show the videos. But so watch for tutorials. I've got one or two. For a while, I was working on the all of these National Park book. So I did quite a few of those hats because you can do them in a day and a half. And they're beautiful, and they're all worsted weight yarn. You just cast on 96 stitches and you go for that pattern. And we all have stash of worsted yarn. So you go into your stash and you look it up and you print it out. So this is my introductory. So there you go. I'll see you next week.